Hey, what's going on YouTube? This your boy King Gay coming at you live and in color. Well, obviously color. What else would I do with him? Unless, of course, I'm doing a noir film or something. So, you click the thumbnail for this picture, then you know. Proud family, one, go. You and me will always be tight. Family every single day and night. Even when you start acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do. I know that I can always see myself. Love you more than anybody else. Every day as I'm heading off for school, you know there's no one I love as much as you. Family, a family, proud family. They'll make you scream and make you wanna sing. Family thing, family, proud, proud family, proud family. Don't push your button and make you wanna hug him. Family, the proud, proud family. Ow! Of course, in my case, I guess I'd probably get bitten there if I was Oscar. So, yeah, not a very good imitation of Destiny's Child. Yeah, like I mentioned in an earlier video before, I don't really do as far as mimicking voices. There's not a lot of female voices that I'm really that good with. Like I said, I can do stuff like Earth the Kid as ease, ma. Pull the lever, crunk. Round lever. Why do we even have that lever? Or even like Baccarat, yeah. Well, kinda, sort of. And then there was, and of course I, did a character called Audrey in, some of the Brownie React videos for the VK. Well, actually she was the AK. And honestly, that was actually supposed to, when I did that, first time I did that voice was in a stream. And that was supposed to be a joke. And it was like, hey, you do that voice so well, can you do it for a reaction? I was like, really? I was supposed to be a joke. So anyway, anywho, so now, yeah, definitely tell you a little bit about this whole thing. I know some of y'all who got TikTok and Facebook have probably seen the video that I put up with the different fan art drawings of the different Proud Family characters and all of them together. And if you notice, there was another character that you probably like, wait a minute, I haven't seen this character in the Proud Family. It was actually my personal character if I was in the show. Yep. So so you probably seen it there. And I think it's also on Twitter. I had it here on YouTube, but apparently I couldn't get monetized for it because they had a claim on it. So I put it. Now there are some videos that also have the claim on them, especially due to that music. Like a lot of my videos that I recorded from Brookwood, for some reason, I don't know, I would think that, that I shouldn't get no claim for that, because I mean, that's my church singing the songs. That's not like I went to Kurt Franklin or T.D. Jakes' church. But anyway, but like I say, so a lot of those, I don't have monetization on them. I don't. Matter of fact, they're ad free because of that. So, but in this case, with this Proud Family one, I put it up on Patreon. This is the first Patreon only video that I put. So yep. So you want to definitely go see it. All you need is $1 or more a month pledge, and you'll have access to see the slideshow video along with everything else that's up there. There's probably going to be other videos that will be Patreon only in the future to come. I'll let you know when they come there. But so far that's the first one that's Patreon only. Because on YouTube it's unlisted, so the only way you'd be able to see it on YouTube is if I sent you the link. So The only way you'll get the link as of now is seeing it on Patreon. And like I say, unless you have Facebook and stuff like Facebook and Twitter or even TikTok, you can see it there. You can see it there, but we still encourage you to go over to Patreon, you know, show your brother some support, you know, with this, as well as also buying available comics, liking and subscribing and sharing with your friends. Because here's the thing also is with is also not only is it, you know, helping with the comics and stuff, you know, comics and other stuff we do, but also like I say, one thing about this, should I go into, you know, doing what I'm doing full time, you know, like I really get up there while I'm doing this full time in the future, and even I'd be able to, you know, have more time to not only do my comics and other stuff on the channel, but also fan fictions and stuff more often, like with this Proud Family thing. So, yeah, definitely, because I do like doing some fan fictions. I grew up doing fan fictions with my big sis Casey. Oh boy, we've read a lot of fan fictions, looked at a lot of fan art, especially with different animes like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. Memories. Especially going to old MediaMiner.org. So with that said, let's get into what this is all about with the Proud. Sorry. With the Proud family. Excuse me there. And like I say, so first I'm going to show you the pictures that I wasn't able, that is on YouTube, but only if you have the link, or, you know, go to Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or Patreon. Yeah, you know, it has the Proud Family theme while showing the pictures there. So, yeah. So as you can see, I first one obviously I drew was Penny. Got old Oscar Proud's next. Trudy, of course. Trudy! And then, of course, the babies. You got Cece and BB. It's Bobby Proud. Ow. Played by Cedric the Entertainer. Yow. Wow, wow. And that's my mama. Sugar mama. Have you seen my mama? And it's food I crave. That was the funniest thing. That episode with Al Roker in there when all the adults disappeared and then they came back, and all of a sudden, as Bobby was celebrating that Sugar Mama came back, she disappeared again because Pappy made a deal to no longer see Sugar Mama. And Bob was like, oh no, where's my mama? Oh no. And of course her dog Puff, of course. DJ and the boy Sticky. Man, up off, man, DJ. You know, with DJ and Sticky, I kind of get that Monique Parker and Professor Ogilvy vibe. Hey, Professor Ogilvy, Miss Parker. And of course, Zoe. Zoe, of course, there. La Cienega. And her parents, Sunset and Felix Boulevard. Valdez there. Yep. Yeah, those two, along with Oscar and Trudy, are usually the main parents of the show, because, you know, they're neighbors and sort of best friends with each other. Yay, 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 yay. And also Pappy as well, because, yeah, Sugar Mama be hanging with him a lot there. And of course, I'd be hanging with the abominable beast known as Sugar Mama. That laugh he always does. Now, this right here is my character. If I was in the Proud Family, this would be me. Little Miracle, sort of. He's Miracle Webb. Full name Miracle Webb, because he's Sticky Webb's cousin. So he sort of, that's why he sort of looks a little bit like Sticky, but he also kind of has a little resemblance to Little Romeo there. So he's sort of a cross between the two of them. I'll tell you more about him in a second there. And you could probably guess who my character has a thing for, of course, from that picture. Yeah, he got his eye on Penny. Yeah. Of course, who wouldn't, because she's played by Kyla Pratt. And you know the funny thing that was said, I actually showed this picture to somebody at work there, and when they saw Penny, actually they saw a sketch of Penny, and they thought that this was my wife Christina, aka Queen Tina, which is actually a pretty good assumption because I always think of Penny as sort of just an animated Kyla Pratt because she does look a little bit like Kyla Pratt animated. And when Christina and I were watching the Fat Albert movie, the scene where Kyla Pratt was watching Fat Albert, I was like, she look a lot like you, baby. And yeah, so kind of ironic, isn't it? And of course, all of them together there. And then by the I did want to actually do the actual house from the show from the early series, you know, from back in 2001. But the position of them in front of that house was a little difficult there, the way the background was positioned there. So I did with this. As you can see, I even got it because I got this in my phone here. Yeah, even got it with the logo. Proud family. Yep. And as you can see, it's in my phone. Yep. So yeah, if you hadn't figured it out yet, my fan fiction is my fan art as well as my ideals of my fanfic ideals that I want to do with the Proud Family would actually go with the old series, the old Proud Family of 2001. And if you're wondering how I feel about the new Proud Family that recently came out, Louder and Prouder, I don't like it. There's a few things in there, you know, Brownie always say look for the good and everything. There's some good in it now. A little bit of good in that series. They included Bobby in the theme song. Yeah, he's in the theme song and everything. I'm not too wild about how they redesigned Bobby though. Yeah, it took away the coat and stuff he wore and the way his hair when they changed the hair and all that. Yeah, he still acts like Bobby. I actually looked at the first 2 episodes, and I've seen clips after that of the show. After the first 2 episodes, I was like, and also the clip, I was like, nah, I'm sticking with the old series. Like I say, let's just say, whereas shows like DuckTales from the 80s, had its reboot in 2017. The 2017 DuckTales reboot is a reboot done right. Proud Family, Louder and Prouder is a reboot done wrong. So if you, one thing I will give you, because I want to go and talk about, you know, what I would do in writing, like different fan fictions for Proud Family, stuff like that. It's 2 Boondocks, and I really despise that show. Yeah, oof. And the sad thing is, Boondocks has really good animation, especially doing the whole kind of anime look to it and all that, and being urban, black culture and stuff. And it's just bad. And Proud Family is trying to do too much of Boondocks at the moment. The new reboot is so much wrong with it so far that's come out. And if you want me to go into that detail, I would say leave a comment here, but no. I put this, if you really want to know my full opinion on Louder and Prouder, like a full, because that'd be a whole nother video. go to Patreon, sign up as a pledger, for $1 or more a month. Yes, you can. Yes, even $1 or more a month, and make your requests there after you've become a pledger. So that then I will make a special Patreon only video for that request. So that's how only for pledges there. And I would and hopefully hopefully be more than one when I make it there. So that way bigger audience in my little private club. So that's how you do it. So yeah, don't request it here. Be a Patreon pledger and request it on my Patreon page. If you want to know, well, Gabe, why you think Louder and Prouder is so bad? Anyway, with that said, this is what I'm thinking of with writing myself as well as fan fictions in general with the old Proud Family series. First of all, a little bit about Miracle Webb. Miracle, like I mentioned, he's Sticky's cousin. He's a gospel rapper. So, because one thing about it, he kind of wants to be a rapper in general, like Lil Romeo. And one of the ideals he has is gospel rapping. Sort of like there's a gospel rapper I know. I might possibly upload some stuff of his up on the channel for you guys to hear. Tay Love, real name is Todd Smith. I think it is Todd Smith. But Tay Love, Made Up Mind Ministries. Yep. Look it up if you like. So anyway, yeah, it's sort of kind of similar to that. And I'm trying to think of how, because I want to have like an introduction for him before doing some of the other stuff I have planned, which is an expanded universe. See, which is an expanded universe. You remember how, like I mentioned, DuckTales 2017 was a reboot done right. One of the things that they really did, why it's a reboot done right, because they, for one thing, with just DuckTales itself, they improved the show. They improved the characters. They expanded the lore about a lot of stuff with the characters, even adding stuff from the DuckTales comic books, like way before the show, way before we even had the 80s show. Even stuff like Uncle Scrooge with the skee-ball game, when he got addicted to the skee-ball game, it was a reference to the comics of how he was trying to get all this fish because Donald Duck had tricked him into thinking that money was now replaced with fish. So there was that. Then on top of that, they went further. They decided, well, let's open some back doors and plant Easter egg seeds for the Disney afternoon. One of which being Darkwing Duck, which kind of obvious that if you're going to do something like that, yeah, you would put that in there because you had Launchpad, who was in both shows and back in the day. So Darkwing Duck, Tailspin with Don Grenage. Ooh, it's Don Grenage. That's me. And as well as I think a couple of other Tailspin characters that came in like really late in the show. Then you had reference to Chippendale, which they were told not to do, but they brought it in. Really sneaky. And then, of course, even Goofy. Yeah, from Goof Troop. Yeah, Goofy made a cameo. References to Mighty Ducks, which was basically them wearing Mighty Duck masks, but hey, it counts. The gummy berry juice from which indicates the reference to gummy bears. Gummy bears! And also, and even at the very end in the climax, gargoyles. Dun 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 dun! I live again! Wow. So, yeah, that was a major improvement for the DuckTales reboot to really to not only give us a DuckTales reboot, but even make a one that was better than what it was before. Not saying that the '80s was bad, but they just wanted to make it better, and they did. So in Proud Family's case, my idea was imagine if you brought in some of the other Disney animated shows that were around that time, kind of close when the Proud Family was debuting. You had shows like Kim Possible. That would be a major show to bring into to cross over with, and because of Lilo and Stitch, which would be another one. And why do I say that? There was a cameo. There was a Proud Family Lilo and Stitch crossover in the original series. Then there was a Lilo and Stitch Kim Possible crossover. So this implies that all three, the Proud Family series, the Lilo and Stitch series with its movies, and Kim Possible are all in the same universe. So they pretty much have done this. So they pretty much shared universes from the very beginning. So why not, expand that more? Yeah, that's one of the ideas. I'm not sure how I would do a Lilo and Stitch crossover other than what they already did. I have to take a look at. I am looking through the old Proud Family episodes, kind of along with some other shows there. So I'll probably run across how they did that, unless I have to look at the Lilo and Stitch series to see it, because Proud Family might have crossed over to that show when they did it. Because I think Kim Possible, they crossed over in Lilo and Stitch, so it probably would not be in the Proud Family episode roster. So, but anyway, so yeah, but that would, but with a Kim Possible one, one thing I came up with was, what if Oscar had like a whole bunch of monkeys working for his Proud Snacks Corporation? Like that episode when he had Mr. Chimp and Peebo working at the Proud Family, at the Proud Snacks factory. But what if he had like a whole bunch of monkeys there working, and all of a sudden some ninjas kidnap the monkeys, and if ninjas are involved, and it's a Kim Possible crossover, guess who's gonna be involved with ninjas? Monkey Fist. So yeah, Monkey Fist, and not just him by himself. He would be teamed up with Sister Spice, Sugar Mama's sister, who has psychic powers. So yeah, mystical monkey magic, a psychic. Oh boy, that's a combo. And Monkey Fist, he wants to capture all the monkeys Oscar has to free them from what he thinks is their oppressor, and then have all the monkeys pretty much have revenge on their human oppressors. At the same time, Sister Spice wants revenge on Sugar Mama for, remember that incident with Wizard Kelly, and that as Wizard Kelly called her, Little Susie. Zoe! Little Susie can't lift this orange basketball. Yeah. So that would be a pretty good little crossover there. Penny and her friends, having to try to find out what's going on, and then having to call in Kim Possible to come help her and Ron. So that would be a pretty good little crossover there. I know I mentioned Lilo and Stitch. Other crossovers I would think of would be possibly America. I didn't think this just came to my mind. American Dragon Jake Long. Because that could actually work. It's in New York. I know he's in New York. So the Am Dragon, and since you got magical creatures anyway, because Proud Family, like DuckTales, I feel Proud Family kind of opened the door for a lot of possibilities of doing a lot of things. Like, you had episodes with a guy called Easy Jaxer doing the whole Matrix reference. Then you had yeah, you have going to the internet and stuff. Now they were going to download free music and stuff, but with that whole Matrix reference, yeah, early internet. You had yeah, I know Oprah cameoed that Get Up and Go bars thing. You also had the whole reference to old shows like The Parkers and Moesha. Oh no, you didn't. My mama choking on Proud Stacks. Yeah, you had that going. So, and then also there were episodes like where they had a ghost in the house. When that ghost popped up and Bob was like, "Oh no, it's the ghost, y'all. Ours are gonna be toast, y'all." You got that right, polyester brother. Ow. Yeah, so yes, things like that. And of course, and like I mentioned with Sister Spice, yeah, the fact that there are people out there that have psychic powers. So, yeah, and there was lots of other Penny in the one episode got superpowers and became a superhero. The episode with little Romeo cameoed on. Romeo, bounce with me, bounce with me, bounce with me, bounce to the left, right to the left, right to the right to the left, to the left, right to the left, Romeo red. Yeah. Yeah, so there would definitely be that. But yeah, definitely the so yeah, Kim Possible, Lilo and Stitch, yeah, so yeah, you definitely aliens with Stitch and magical beings with American Dragon Jake Long. There's also the whole. You could even now, of course, there are. I think it could be possibly some other animated shows that could possibly cross over with the Proud Family. They never. I would want to say Static Shock. I've seen somebody do a fan art of Static and Penny together. The only thing with that is it would end up tying into DC's universe, and now unless you do a version of Static that's not tied up with the DC universe, just him on his own, with the characters that his creator originally created, like Hardware and Icon and stuff like that. So possibly a version of that kind of version of Static could work. But I'm not sure if that would be possible because it'd be really hard to, it'd be a lot of stuff to dealing with DC and all that, and it's kind of then plus Warner Brothers, so yeah, it would be easier for Disney with a lot of their own shows like like I mentioned, American Dragon, Kim Possible, and Lilo and Stitch. They could even do animated versions to add to it of some of the Disney coms, like you had That's So Raven. That's So Raven could definitely fit in with as some cameos. You could even have something like, say, Hannah Montana. Obviously, that'd be too easy because all Wizard Kelly had to do is have her perform. You get the best of both worlds, and Zack and Cody. Oh, back, when it was Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Proud Family goes on vacation in Boston, stay at the Tipton Hotel, and there you have Zack and Cody. So you have definitely a possibility there, and maybe you could also say, I would say possibly Phil the Future, but it might be a little difficult because they were trying to keep secret and all that. So, and it's been a while since I've seen Phil of the Future. But if it could work, it is a possibility. I would even say maybe another Disney possibly Wizards of Waverly Place could work. That was sort of a latecomer to the game, so it just depends on the year and the time. So, but yeah, that's pretty much how I kind of picture doing fan fictions to add into the old Proud Family series. Possibly maybe rewrite of some of the episodes, especially with my character, especially even inserting my character Miracle in there. And one thing I got, and another thing I definitely say about Miracle, back in high school, yeah, I was, really, jamming with little Romeo music and stuff like that. So part of me actually tried to be a rapper at one point back in high school. So sort of a reference to that there, the Miracle character, yeah. And also he's named after, and also he got his name from Miracle Comics. kind of a nudge. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got to say for what I would think as far as like what I got in mind with Proud Family fan fictions and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty much what I got in mind. Like I said before, if you want to know why I despise of Louder and Prouder, the new reboot series, yeah, become a Patreon pledger, and for either for $1 or more a month, and request it there. Also, be sure to buy some comics, support it, subscribe and like, and share with your friends. And we will see you again next time. Take care.